Go ahead. Hey core class, this is Mr. Allen. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about this chapter you're on about blueprints. So real quick, I just want to run over one or two things with you. Hey, your book covers a lot of really good stuff, but some of the prints in there are hard to read, and you've got a couple of prints that you're going to have assignments to read on. So I want to go over a few other things with you. First off, a couple of the different kinds of prints that you need to know about. And then make sure on 31 you know all of those different lines. Now I sent you a link to a YouTube video about the ABC of lines that explains some of the different lines. But keep in mind it was kind of talking about on mechanical drawings, and I want to show them to you on house drawing, okay? So what we have here is a floor plan. You should have learned by now that this is if you look down from the top with the top cut off of the building, that you would see all the walls and all the interior layout. And then you have elevation drawings, which show the outside. There's normally 4 elevation drawings, left, right, front, back, or north, south, east, and west, that give you more information. Now you also saw some stuff about civil drawings and stuff of that. I don't have things that are that advanced here, so I just want to go over a couple of simple lines on this floor plan with you. First and most important, I hope you have defined dimension and extension lines. This print is filled with dimension and extension lines, and the prints I included in your book are also. Simply a dimension line tells you the measurement of something. On this plan, this line shows you the dimension of the entire length of the front of the house. It will be a dark line. They always end with either arrows, dots, or slashes, and on this print they end with arrows. And in the middle will be the dimension listed like this on a house print. This is a little different than what you saw on YouTube. A house print, it's feet and inches, 76 feet 6 inches. Here is the garage. Notice ends with arrows, 24 foot 0 inches. You could go around this plan and see all of these different measurements. Now the extension lines, which your book didn't cover, but several of you found definitions for, go from the dimension line to show you what's being dimensioned. And they go in and almost touch the walls so you can see what's being dimensioned. Now, I skipped object lines. That's the actual main line of the print. So in this case, all the walls and all the porches, those are considered object lines. So now you know an object, a dimension, and an extension. You've also seen center lines. Sometimes on a blueprint, an extension line can be a center line. If you look back at this garage, it shows you exactly where this window is located. From the outside of the wall to the center of that window is 12 foot 0 inches. So that, of course, is a center line. Okay, so that gives you a little information about all the different parts of a blueprint. So hopefully you can look at those prints I sent you and learn to read measurements of all those different rooms. This is the title block that it talked about. It'll give stuff like the date, the scale, who drew it, where it's going to be located. This is a very simple one. You might see more advanced ones in your book if you'll look. And I just wanted to show you a couple more lines on a little more detailed drawing. When it talks about leader lines, when you get down into detailed drawings and section drawings, all of these little angled lines with an arrow on the end, that is a leader line, and it's connected to a note to help you understand something, okay? And then here, along with some leader lines, is a section drawing, which is a piece of the house cut into so you can actually see the inside of it. And it also has some dimension lines. Notice on this drawing, the dimension lines end with a slash. I told you an arrow, a dot, or a slash always ends dimension lines. So I hope that helps you just a little bit as you are looking at that drawing of the basketball court and that drawing of a house. And you're going to have some assignments. Email me if you really have questions about those assignments. I can help you, maybe point you in a general direction, but as you study these things and look through the book, try and learn what these lines mean before you try those assignments that involve reading those prints I sent you. All right? Remember, email me if you need anything. This is Mr. Allen. I'll see you again sometime.